A video essay I did a while back, I mentioned the Pacific garbage patch on the Pacific Ocean as the world's most polluted ocean. Welcome everyone, my name is ScottyAllenDay. Well, the ocean in second place has an identified river that pollutes pollution daily into the Indian Ocean, which is the second most polluted river in the world. Polluted ocean in the world. This river is called the River Ganges or the River Ganga. It flows from the Himalayas all the way into the Bay of Bengal through some of Asia's most densely populated regions. Its river basins is more than 1 million square kilometers and is home to over 650 million people. Did you know that the River Ganga in India is considered one of the holiest rivers in the world? For millions of Hindus, this is a sacred place where they can wash away their sins and attain salvation. Why is the River Ganges or Ganga considered holy by millions of people? The River Ganges, which I'm going to start calling for the rest of the video, holds immense spiritual significance in Hinduism, believed to be the goddess descended to the earth to purify and cleanse souls of the faithful. Legend is that the Ganges originated from the matted hair of the Lord Shiva, flowing down to earth to bring life-giving water to humanity. Pilgrims from all over the world come to the banks of the River Ganges to bathe in its waters, seeking salvation and liberation from the cycle of rebirth. For centuries, this sacred river has been a source of sustenance, providing water for drinking, bathing, irrigation to millions of people living along its banks. But now it's facing pollution and environmental challenges. However, the Ganges remains a symbol of hope, faith, and resilience for those who believe in its divine powers. So the next time you gaze upon the sacred waters, where am I at? Of the River Ganges, remember the centuries-old mystery and reverence to make one of the holiest rivers in the world. To make it one of the holiest rivers in the world. I'm using my notes. This took a lot of research. I really wanted to give you guys the whole shebang about this particular river. But despite its spiritual significance, the River Ganges is also one of the most polluted rivers in the world, like I've said. The pollution of the Ganges River is caused by a variety of factors, including industrial waste, sewage, garbage, and agricultural runoff. These pollutants not only harm the river's ecosystem, but it also pose serious health risks to the millions of people who rely on the river for drinking water and bathing. Despite the efforts to clean up the river, pollution levels remain dangerously high. The consequences of this pollution is devastating, leading to waterborne diseases, loss of biodiversity, and environmental degradation. It is crucial that we take action to protect this sacred river, to ensure a cleaner, healthier future for all those who depend on it. The pollution levels are so high that the water is no longer suitable for drinking or bathing. It is a heartbreaking reality for those who hold the Ganges in such high regard. But there is hope. Efforts are being made to clean up the River Ganges and restore its health. To date, the River Ganges, the Nayami Ganges program has cost over 328 rupees, or 3.77 billion US dollars, and promised the construction of more than 170 new sewage facilities and 5,211 kilometers of sewer lines, enough to cross the Atlantic Ocean. It's a fascinating test case in a global effort to clean up our rivers and seas. After all, you can't clean if you can't clean a river sacred to hundreds of millions of people, what hope do the rest of us have? Despite the efforts of the river, corruption is hindering its progress. Government funds allocated for the cleanup are simply being siphoned off, leaving the river polluted. From illegal dumping to bribery, the dark truth behind the Ganges River cleanup is being exposed. Corrupt officials turn a blind eye to polluters, putting profits over the health of the river. Communities along the Ganges River suffer as their water source becomes toxic. Activists, scientists, and local communities are coming together to fight for this river's survival. They are uncovering the dark truths behind the corruption that has tainted the Ganges for far too long. From illegal dumping to unchecked industrial waste, the battle is far from over. But with each revelation comes a step closer to holding those responsible accountable. The fight for the River Ganges is a fight for the soul of India. Volunteers and organizations are working tirelessly to remove garbage and pollutants from the river. By raising awareness and promoting sustainable practices, we can all do our part to protect this vital waterway. It is a fight for justice, for the environment, and for future generations. It is a reminder of the delicate balance between nature and humanity. And you know what? Let's work together to protect this sacred river for future generations. Together we can revive the River Ganges and ensure a cleaner and healthy future for generations to come. So that's the end of my written. And I did a little bit more research last night after I wrote my notes, and found out a lot of the things that they were doing to help out with the Indian Ocean and help out with the River Ganges. So they have what is called it's like a garbage barrel. And these garbage barrels are booms, and are in various stages along the Ganges River, as well as at the mouth by the Bay of Bonzel, if I said it right. And basically it traps garbage, and they have people that come out and take truckloads of trash out of that river. And the more trash that they take out of the river, the less it goes into the Indian Ocean. So they're trying to help out with the ocean, even though that they can't get the Ganges River done. They're building concrete, what do you want to call it? It's like a curb extension, and it goes out into the river. And that's for their pyres. They light the dead on fire in pyres above the river to cleanse the dead of their sins and make them pure again, so that they can be able to go off with no regrets. I don't know how Hinduism works, but that is a whole another story. And I really don't want to get into different religions. I just would like to say that this is just a way that Hindus sacrifice or bury their dead, as they light them on pyres. And they used to be able to put them onto rafts and light them and put them into the Ganges River, which polluted the river even worse because it was burnt human waste, burnt human remains, and it polluted the river even more. So they did the pyres, and it worked out a little bit better. A lot more people are utilizing that so they can be able to save the water. As far as the industrial waste, they're still battling it. As far as industrial pollutants, they're still battling it. And it's just a constant battle until they really crack down on it. But, like I said, the world's most polluted river, I would love to see become pristine. There's other rivers around the United States that they have worked tirelessly, and it's now safe for people to bathe in. They put in new sewage systems and better ways to be able to treat the water, and it works. So part of the climate change is because of pollution, because pollution is destroying vegetation. Vegetation gives off oxygen, takes in carbon monoxide, and allows basically to the planet to be able to breathe and stops the global warming. However anybody wants to be able to put it, but the pollution needs to stop. That's why I kind of did the video, because it was kind of a really good educational video about, you know, what's going on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment in the comment section below what you think about the video. What can I do to be able to improve? If you like it, watch another video to support the channel. Share it with your friends. Share it with your friends to spread awareness. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And like always, I love you guys. Keep on rocking.